Marjorie Stoneman Douglas teacher is in trouble with the law this noon. He was arrested after he left his gun in a bathroom at the Deerfield Beach Pier. CBS 4's Joe Murray is there live. And Joan, someone found it and then fired off a shot. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's what happened. And the teacher has been a big proponent of gun reform ever since he has said he ran for his life when the Stoneman Douglas shooting happened on Valentine's Day. Now, he was here on Sunday, and a routine trip to the bathroom had unintended consequences. Marjorie Stoneman Douglas students heading to class winding down the school week with the topic of guns front and center. Douglas chemistry teacher Sean Simpson arrested Sunday for accidentally leaving his permitted personal loaded handgun inside a Deerfield Beach Pier restroom. This man, Joseph Spataro, was arrested too for firing that gun. No one was hurt. Simpson, who was charged with a misdemeanor, is not facing any punishment from the Broward School District. He made his views on arming school personnel known on MSNBC after the mass shooting February 14th.
But I know that there are some of us that are willing to take the training if it was offered and probably be another line of defense. But again, it's a complicated subject, and I'm not sure if it's the answer.
We asked students about that comment and news of his arrest.
If you're going to volunteer, then if anything, you should be even more extra careful to hold on to a gun. So I suppose instead of having someone volunteer to carry a gun, if this became an enforced policy, give it to the teachers with a track record of not forgetting things.
Okay, unanimously passed.
On Tuesday, the Broward School Board declined to participate in the new Guardian Act, which provides state money to train and arm school personnel.
I have not met one teacher or one student who is in favor of arming teachers in Broward County.
On Wednesday, accused Stoneman Douglas shooter Nicholas Cruz was in court for a hearing on how his defense will be paid for. His lawyer told the judge any money he inherits from his deceased parents' estate should go to the charities of the shooting victims' families. Now, that teacher quickly posted a $250 bond after his arrest. He's not in jail. The other man, BSO calls homeless and intoxicated at the time, he's still in jail on a $500 bond. In Deerfield Beach, Joan Murray, CBS 4 News.